Me and my baby, we gon' be alright. We gon' live a good life. I just listened to that because listen to this Kenya story. I feel so bad for Kenya. Yeah, let's get into it. Speaking of babies, though, baby Ace isn't he adorbs? I love him. Okay, let me get to this video, but I might. This might not even make the cut. We'll see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Here's My Issue. I'm Glenda Star, the Gossip Goddess, and we're here to review Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 4, Love, Marriage, and Sour Peaches. Let's get on to the review.
We're back!
So it starts out at the parade that we had last week, and like I said, it wasn't gonna be nothing. It was gonna be real cordial, real quick, and that's what it was. Nene went up there, passed by Cynthia. They said, "Hey, Miss Bailey. Hey, Miss Leaks." Nene went and spoke to Noelle. First of all, is there a picture of what Noelle was wearing? Cause I'm curious to see that outfit. Like, it's netted. I feel like I seen a pasty over the nip. Noelle, what's that outfit? That was cute though. I was here for it. Like, I wanted to see the whole thing. I gotta look on her Instagram. I'm not following her, but I feel like I could find her. But yeah, they're at the parade, and of course Cynthia gotta be up Nene's tail. You look good, Miss Leaks. Cynthia, girl. I'm like, girl, calm down. Down, boy, down. Girl. I'm like, look, I love Cynthia, and I understand what it's like to want that friendship. Maybe she do feel like it was a good friendship, but girl, you look good, Miss Leaks. She called it reverse Tourette's. I'm like, yeah, girl, because you doing the most. Oh, can we get on Nene's confessional look number? Nene is 2 for 2. The bang. Nene girl, sis. Okay, I see you. Listen. Nene looked good in that second confessional look as well. She's 2 for 2. She looks good. Like, I'm here for it. Like, y'all know I love the red number. I love the red number. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, last week I was like ranting and raving about that red with the hair. I mean, and this week with the bang. Nene, sis, I'm here. And that's it for that. I mean, the float was cute. All the housewives and all these people who work for Bravo was on there, and it was just giving. As Roland would say, it was giving. It was giving. Okay. So we get to Portia, and she goes to therapy. So they show us this therapy session, and she's with Dr. Sherry. Y'all know Dr. Sherry is always on this show. And look, Dr. Sherry has some gems. Now, let me tell you, I'm a girl who loves therapy, and I don't go as often as I should. I be always canceling my things. I need to start going back regular, but let me tell you, anytime I can take a time to reflect or anything that can make you think about things, because everything ain't always going to be like this person telling you something. Sometimes you can literally watch something and have your aha moment, as Oprah would say. And I watched this and I had a few aha moments. Now, the first one I already told y'all. This quote this is what I was saying. I said that last season when me and my friends had the rundown. I was like, Portia, you doing a lot for this guy you just met. When Dr. Sherry said, did he earn the trust or did you give it to him up front? That is the truth. People have to earn their place in your life, especially someone you're going to mate with and you're going to have a child with. Like, this person does not just get a chance to be in your life because they bought you a couple Rolexes. And Portia admitted, like, I knew his past. I knew how he treated women, how he handled women. Well, Portia says, what that mean? I thought you ain't know nothing. I thought you ain't want to know nothing. Because remember last season, she ain't want to know nothing. The least she know, the better it is. Now she know how he handle women. Sis, what kind of phone calls or text messages was you getting? But she basically said she knew how he handled women and she should have considered that more. Well, she should have. People try to tell her. And listen, I know a lot of stuff come off as messy. Somebody's telling you something about your man and you just met him and you in this bliss. And it's like, ugh, why are you coming with me with this drama? But a lot of times, you can take the drama, you can take the mess that you're getting, But sometimes when you get home after you tell the person, I don't want to hear that, reflect and think about it. And that's where I get to where Dr. Sherry said, don't make life-changing decision when you are upset. That was one of the ones that make me reflect, because that's a lot of things I do. I mean, I've been good with like not doing it, but I'd be like in the moment. I don't have many moments like this, but I'd be like, I'm done. And it's not even a romantic relationship, because it ain't nothing to cut that off. I'm one of those. Like I'm done. Like I'm not gonna bound myself to somebody. No, I'm not that type of person. But that can be in all situations. That could be your work life. That can be just different things. Don't be so quick to make this life changing decision. And Portia basically was like, look, every decision I'm making is for baby PJ, which is right. It ain't about this relationship at this point. Yes. Do I want it to work? I'm putting words in Portia's mouth. Like, yes. Do I want it to work? Yeah. But do I want a healthy baby before all of this? Yes. And I think that's what Portia meant. Like, I don't care. At this point, I just want PJ to be happy. And I get it, Portia. And this is the part where I'm talking about. Dr. Sherry said, be crystal clear when you choose to close the doors forever. And that is where I was like, oh, all right, Dr. Sherry. Dang. She read me through the screen. Didn't even know me. Like, I didn't even pay for this session. Shoot. And she said, forgiveness is for you. And again, I'm not the worst at forgiving. I'm just a person who'll be, girl, this ain't a therapy session for me. Let me move on, because y'all ain't, Dr. Sherry ain't about to read me through no screen, okay? So then we get to Kenya and Candy. So Kenya come over to Candy house, and let me tell you, white is Kenya's color. Like, no, Kenya does a lot of colors good. She does a yellow good. Her skin, she does a lot of colors good, but that white, when Kenya wears a white, and she knows it because she wore white, all episode long. She came up there with the white, looking good, come out of her white car. Real cute, real cute. She come over to Candy's house, and Candy looked really cute as well. That cute lounge, like, I'm home, but I'm home. I want to look cute. And they discussed Brooklyn's birthday because, Candy, who just had her baby. Congrats, Candy. Her baby is due in November as well. And they discussed the birthday, and Kenya talks about Mark. So they get on this conversation about Mark, and this is what I don't like. Let me talk about this, because y'all know I don't like Mark. I don't know that man, but we only see him in 2 episodes, and this is like X-nay on the Mark A, okay? But let me just say this. I hate that we did not have Kenya last season, because I hate that her fairy tale and everything we wanted to see from her was probably last year and we didn't see it. Like that birth of her baby, her probably in real marital bliss. We didn't see that. So now she comes back. We see beautiful baby Brooklyn. We see Kenya happy on that front, but she's very sad on her relationship front. And it's kind of bittersweet, because we wanted to see finally Kenya being happy, and now we're just looking at her failing marriage and her being sad and trying to protect her daughter from this toxic man. At least we could have an objective review. Now, only thing I could think of, Mark, is I cannot. Kenya. I can't. So let's get back on what I was saying. So, she talk about he's kind of controlling. Like, he wants things his way or the highway. And again, I'm all down for alpha males, because they have ways they like to do things. I hate that. I really hate the whole alpha male. I hate all these words and stuff like that. But I do know there are men who like to be like the man of the house and all that stuff. But when it comes to raising a baby, let me and my maternal instincts do its thing, okay? If I want to check my baby 80 times so my baby don't get 80 times an hour so my baby don't get a diaper rash, I'm going to do that, because it's me and my baby, okay? You only here 7 to 10 days out the week, or every 7 to 10 days. Sir, you here a weekend. I'm here every day with this baby. I know the schedule. I know what we do. Maybe he was there longer when she was first born, but I just don't like that. Like, And Kenya, Candy said that Kenya is very submissive in his relationship. And it's so funny because I talk a lot of trash, but like, if in relationship, I'm more like, no, I'll talk a lot of trash still. Mixed with shade. But I am like, you know. Also, I'm not even gonna say what I wrote on this. my notes is childish. But basically, Kenya's like, we going on this vacation, but Mark don't want to bring the nanny, and Kenya wants to get down. Kenya like, look, I need some attention. I'm trying to be intimate with my husband, and we can't because we're gonna have a baby. So he thinks a vacation, they shouldn't have the baby. I mean, they shouldn't have a nanny. His ideal vacation is her, him, and the baby. Her ideal vacation is her, him, the baby with the nanny, so that they can go out at night, they can enjoy each other, they can have their moments, their intimate moments, which is very important. And if you have the access and the money to do things like this, where you can literally have somebody come with you on your vacation so you can still have your family time, but you and your husband can go out and go to the club at night, go to a romantic dinners, come home, get it in, get your baby. If you could do that, why would you not want to? I don't get it. So again, a lot of red flags pop up with Mark, and it makes me think that he just wanted another baby. Like I told y'all last episode, I think I said the first episode, Mark wanted a baby. And I felt like he wanted a baby. I don't know if it's back with Kenya. I don't know why he chose her, but that's not fair. That is not fair. Especially, he doesn't know anything about her history because he said he didn't watch the show. But for us viewers who know the history and know that, she wanted this marriage. She wanted a child, and now it's like, I got my baby and I'm so happy, but my marriage isn't doing good. And I wish Kenya knows her worth. And I wish Kenya, because I feel like she doesn't. I feel like in the beginning, Mark was doing all this great stuff, and I'm glad she's leaving. But I want Kenya to find that guy, that one. And I know she got it in her. I know she do. She just have to let go of that pain and that hurt from, that abusive, toxic past she has with her mom and her family. And she needs to get the help she needs, and hopefully that person will come along, that her person or whatever. Because I feel like she desires it. And I don't feel like everybody desires that, but I feel like she does, and I hope she gets it. And Candy also sympathized with her. Like, look, me and Tom bump head too. It ain't, it's cute over here, but it ain't that cute. Stuff happens too. So it was a cute little girl conversation, and I'm glad that Kenya does have Candy. A lot of people who don't like Kenya and who love Candy, like, stay away from her. I remember years ago when she first had Ace, and I remember the picture was up on Candy posted a picture of like Kenya holding, and everybody was like, stay away from her. And I'm like, you guys do know, like, Kenya is not that person. It's great for TV, but she ain't gonna be hurting nobody baby or nothing like that. But whatever. So let's get back to New York. So we back in New York, and they go to Towel Restaurant. Look, I need to hit me up some towels. I was like, ooh, I love it. Look, y'all, I love a Peking duck. And that lychee drink. Y'all, look, I need to make me a cute little weekend trip again to New York. I love New York. It's my favorite city in the world. It's the best city in the world. And I need to hit up Tao. I need somebody to take me on a nice, beautiful date because it looks so nice. It looked like a date place. And I need to order everything Eva ordered. Except for the yellowtail sashimi. I don't eat that. But everything else, I need to order. I love Peking duck. Let me not go through the menu, y'all, because I'm not even hungry, but I want it. Like, So when they get there, Eva before Eva ordered, Eva notices that it's 3 place settings, and she's like, what's this? Is this another drink menu, or what's that? And Cynthia's like, oh, Marlo's coming. She wanted to come have drinks. And Eva was like, Yeah. So when Marlo comes, I'm leaving because she's just nasty. You know, she's nasty. She brings trouble with her, and yeah. Then Eva proceeds to order Zell. Like I said, I want her whole menu. Eva ordered Zell. Okay. Matter of fact, fuck a date. Bravo. I need to go on Bravo Dime. I mean, I love a nice restaurant, so that's nothing. I mean, I'm about to. It sounds like I'm flexing, but that isn't nothing. When you go to certain restaurants, you know you're gonna spend $200, depending on what you get. But you know, it's par for the course. Okay, and then they start discussing Marlo. Basically, you know, Cynthia's basically like, you know, Marlo's both of our friends, which is Marlo is Nene and my friend, and she knows that Nene's talking about her, and Marlo's right there co-signing her, and so she's basically like, we gonna just talk about it and see what's going on, but you know, I know that she would take Nene's side over mine, which is true, which is absolutely true. So Marlo comes, and Eva was like, box please, give me a box. Yeah, pack all this shit up. We going downstairs. She didn't even wait. I mean, it was so fast. It was like, waiter, box. It was like, damn. It's like, wow. And Marlo was like, oh, I wanted to try the duck. She was like, you can leave her some duck, but pack my other stuff up. Let me go downstairs. And Eva went downstairs and go eat the rest of that good food, okay? Eva was down there on her phone scrolling, eating that food. But just like Eva said, Marlo goes in. Here go Marlo. She's a fraud, she's living a fraud life when she broke. Something's like, she not broke though. Then she said, wait, what Cynthia said she not? She's like, she just got 2-3 jobs when we met her. How you know what she was doing before y'all met her, Marlo, though? If you just met her, how do you know what she was doing before? I mean, she probably telling the truth, but I'm just saying, how you know, Marlo? But that was real nasty. Marlo said that, talked about her being bisexual. What does it matter to you, Marlo? What does it matter to the group? Why is that a topic of the conversation? Her past. If she was bisexual in the past, she's not now. She's married to a man. What does that matter? I don't get it. Like, all of that conversation was just Marlo being messy. And that's the problem. That's what Eva was talking about. Marlo came with mess for no reason. It was no reason for her to be messy. Cynthia was like, I'm skipping this subject because I'm not even dealing with this. Like, let's talk about other things. And Marlo just talked about her being an auntie. Well, she already was an auntie, but her nephew's coming to live with her. She got temporary full custody. And Cynthia started telling her about Noelle being fluid. And Marlo said, yeah, you tasted the cookie jar and you came out fine. And I was cracking up. But wait, we didn't get the real details. So did Cynthia really do something with a girl? Because I know last season she was trying to get some of Candy. I mean, she must have heard something in the streets. You know, this show, everybody heard something in the streets. And, you know, you heard that, you know, Candy and Todd did a couple threesomes. So, what you heard, Cynthia, in the streets that she was trying to get some of Candy? Because Cynthia was hard up for Candy. 52 cents was trying to get some of Candy last season. And then they talk about Nene. This storyline need to be over and done. Listen, I know a lot of people like the juiciness of it, but I'm just over it. I'm talking about Nene, and I don't want to talk about her no more. I'm over it. But let's get to what they were talking about. So they were talking about Nene. And Marlo said, you know, basically told her, like, you've been talking about her too. So that one little interview, you've been doing a lot of interviews. And I agree with Cynthia because Marlo said something that's been said to me before. And I'm like, I'm tired of being the better person or the person who is cordial. Like, you know, my Libra scales, I do like to see everybody happy. I don't like conflict. But a girl gets tired after a while. And Cynthia was like, I'm tired of taking the high road. You know, and she said in the confessional, she's basically like, you know, if Nene does something, it's like, oh, girl, that's Nene. That's Nene. Don't worry. That's Nene. But when she do something, it's like, you know? And I understand that, Cynthia. But one thing I need you to do, Cynthia, because it looks bad on your part, and it may be editing. Bravo may need a flip-flopper of the show. I need you to stand in that, okay? When you say that you're not going to flip-flop or you're not going to go back and forth and you're going to say what you want to say and you say what you mean, I need you to do that. Because the problem is you look like you're flip-flopper. You say one thing with Eva. I don't want to be friends with her. Ugh, Nene. Or when she on a float and she said, I told Nene she looked good. And Eva was like, you lied. And she just laughed it off. Like, say what you mean. Like, don't do this friendship back and forth and all that hoopla. And you're close to that person. And now you're besties with it. Don't do that. I'm going to need you to stand firm in your thing. Stand firm. If you want to talk about Nene and how she isn't a good friend of you, don't talk about Nene and not be a good friend of you. And then in the end of the season, you and Nene best friends again. And you looking for your best friend contract to renew it. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Stand firm. If Nene have not been a good friend to you, you need to either tell Nene if you want to be friends with her again, because it seems like you do. You just say, Nene, I'm going to be friends with you, but I need these things to change or I won't be friends with you, which you know that ain't going to be the conversation. But what I'm saying is you cannot be doing 20 interviews, bashing Nene, and then at the end of the season, y'all besties again. That is just you just look dumb and you look like a flip-flopper. I hate to say dumb. That's not nice, but you look like a flip-flopper. Okay, so then we get to Portia. I think I'm going to close Portia up right now because I don't think she is anymore in the season. I mean, this episode. I'm talking about the season. Lord, I kicked the girl off the show. So, Portia's going back to work, and her sister Lauren went to go pick up her car from Shamia house, but got stuck in traffic, that Atlanta traffic, that rush hour traffic. So she's getting baby PJ together because she's taking baby PJ on her first day back. And the great thing about Dishes is letting you, and like I said, she's blessed. She has a job where she's flexible and she's able to do things non-traditional, unlike other women, and she should take that as a blessing. But let's move on. And she's getting baby PJ together for work. Her mom's over there to help her, like, gather everything around. And she's getting dressed and getting ready. And she had to catch an Uber. So Uber Black comes to her house and she packs her bags and she goes to work. And one thing is, she said her first day to work, it was great. Oh, and can we talk about her confessional look? Cute! Y'all, I'll be obsessed with these looks on this show. Like, Real Housewives of Atlanta, these girls bring it, okay? Portia's second confessional look, the ponytail, the ruffle, earrings, everything was amazing. I loved it. But let me keep going. But she went to work with baby PJ, and one thing she said that she was grateful because when she was at work, she didn't even have time to think about Dennis, and she said she wanted to work more. She was like, I need to come to work all the time. It took my mind off of things. And she, at the end of the, and when she was at Dish, the beauty part about it is, like, they made her feel welcome. They were so happy to have her back. The great thing, she had her daughter, so she loved that they, was like, bring baby PJ in here. And she had baby PJ the whole rest of the episode with her, and it was just amazing first day. And I'm so happy that she went back into work and she faced her fears, because before she went back into work, she was like, I'm nervous to come back. And she didn't know why she was nervous, and it's probably that anxious feeling, but she was nervous just to go back. And when she went back, it was all good. So that was great for Portia. And her sister was like, all right, that was cute for one day, but you can't bring baby PJ every day, so you gotta find a sitter. And Portia was like, I know, but these sitters, man, these sitters. She said some of the sitters just want to sit there and talk to her all day. She's like, bitch, go watch the baby. And I get it. Like, she gonna have to find, first of all, she gonna have to find an old sitter, because, I mean, the way Dennis' track record is, you don't even know, young sitter going to Dennis' house, next thing you know, he buying her Rolexes as a gift. Portia, girl, you better hire an old lady, Mrs. Doubtfire, somebody, but don't hire no young, snatched person who watched Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's just say that. Anybody who the Real Housewives of Atlanta demographic, don't hire them, girl. Don't hire them. So we back in New York. Ooh, y'all, this episode, they went to the cutest restaurants in New York. Now I want to go back to New York. It's not like I don't go often, but I want to go back again. They was at the Boathouse restaurant, and I want to go there too. It looks super cute. I've never heard of that place. but I'm definitely going to my Yelp and adding it to my New York restaurants that I love. Why Marlo come with this? So it's Nene and Marlo. Nene's there. She's undoing her hair and she's waiting on Marlo. And Marlo comes with a sequin jumpsuit. Marlo, girl, it's broad daylight. I mean, I live for like inappropriate clothing and wrong times of days. I live for stuff like that. And they get there, and this is when it's gonna get messy because I don't know what's wrong with Nene. Like, why are you doing all of these? Girl, she did the most. But so first of all, so Marlo gets there, and they mentioned, they talked about chit chat, and they mentioned Marlo going to have drinks and dinner with Cynthia the night before. And they try to do a little side eye, like Didi was like, "Oh, she didn't tell you Eva was gonna be there." Like a little dig, like, "Oh, cause she's known for not telling people when somebody's gonna be there." No, baby, no. She told Eva because Eva has the problem with Marlo. Marlo doesn't have the problem with Eva, okay? And Marlo was like, "Eva jumped up and left as soon as I got there." Yes, and you see what happened as soon as she left. You became messy. Like, girl, don't even. So, and Nene had another, like, I didn't know it was that serious with you and Eva. She had her bridesmaid on the phone spreading lies or truth, regardless of what it is, about being broke on national TV. Yes, it's gonna be serious. Let me just say this. Some people wouldn't have mattered. But Eva, at that moment, pride was hurt. And you don't do that. You don't know this girl. She just on this new to this show. Somebody you don't know. Y'all had back and forth words. And you come in talking about her old bridesmaid. Hey, Nene. Sorry. Her whole bridesmaid. I can't even say bridesmaids no more because Nene got me saying bridesmaid. Her old bridesmaids coming talking about she broke and her house ain't in her name. She got bad credit. Yes, it's serious. I don't know you and you're telling my business or lack thereof. It may not even be my business. Okay. And Marlo, I just said what your bridesmaid told me. That wasn't even the place for it. And you know what, y'all? I think Marlo about to be the new what is it called? What was Sheree's role when she was on here? The bone collector. Marlo might be the bone collector this season because Marlo is going back and forth between the ladies selling all the stuff. So Nene and Marlo started talking about Nene and Cynthia's relationship again. We need to do this. We need to have a group thing where they like we see each other type thing and we good and then that's it because I'm so sick of it now. It's like episode 4 and we've been talking about it since episode 1. I ain't going 13 episodes or how many episodes a season talk about this tired conversation. This has been going on for seasons. It'll go on, they be besties, then they backward. Like, I don't have time. Like, ugh. Okay. So they start talking about the relationship and, Nene reiterated. I did one interview. She did multiple, And when we get to Nene's confessional, y'all get Nene with that cry. Sis, girl, she started crying about her and Cynthia's relationship, like I was a good friend and all this stuff. And I'm like, Nene, now listen. Nene girl. Nene. I don't even believe it. Like, the cry seemed so fake. It was like the covering of the face, like the perfect way to cover your face. Nene, girl, bye. Like, and I'm all down for like emotional or like being vulnerable, but it just screamed fake. It screamed, I don't know, it screamed fake. So, let me keep going. They order food. Marlo prayer had me weak. She said this octopus we about to receive had me weak. Loved it. I gotta go to that restaurant. That's date night number 2. I need to find me a man in New York again. I got some dates to go on. they started talking about the relationship. I was going to talk about everything. I wrote down everything they said, but at this point, basically, Marlo was telling her what she feel about the situation, and then he was like, "Why are you coming to me like it's my fault? It ain't my fault." Yes, it is, girl, but okay. It ain't my fault, and this, that, and the third. And Nene proceeds to, and Marlo was like, "Well, you don't feel like you had anything with it? Like, you had no bearings with it? It just," and she was like, "No." And Marlo was like, "But Nene, it's both of y'all fault." And Nene got upset. Nene said she don't want to speak about it. Don't ask her to sit down and talk with Cynthia. She don't want to do that. And she proceeds to storm out. She proceeds to leave. And she left the restaurant. I hope they ate all the good food though. But she left. Why am I'm not even hungry, and I think this episode had a lot of good restaurants. I think that's what it is. So let's move on. So that's it for them. Like, Nene with the dramatics. The end. So we get to Candy, Todd, and Baby Ace. Oh my God, I love him so much. He was adorable, y'all. I lived. Baby Ace is so adorable. He is so smart. Like, I love him. I love all the babies on all the shows. I love it. You know, he's so excited. He's going to see his baby sister. They're going to see the surrogate. And, you know, it's a regular checkup where they do the sonogram. And, you know, Baby Ace is just so, like, I love that they explain it to him. And even though he might not get all the logistics, he understands enough. And it's so cute. I love it. It's so cute. So he goes and, he's just so excited, and Dr. Jackie is there, and she's basically telling him the surrogate procedure, and it's real. It's like, push the baby out, pass the baby along, and bye. I forgot her name, Shalita. Bye, Shalita girl. Get your healing somewhere else. We going with our baby and chuck up the deuces. That's basically how it feels. It feels like after you plop that baby out, we cut that cord. Bye, girl, fly girl. Like, we got to go. And Candy was like, this seems strange. And I can understand. That seems like something I don't even know if I'll be able to do that. I mean, I probably would, but it would be just weird. It's like, okay, she just had our baby and I'm in the other room and I won't see her again. Like, I mean, I guess I can text her. How does that work? I don't know. But they talked about it. They had the whole thing down pat, and it's a process. It's a business deal at the end of the day, and it seems weird, but it is. But you know, it seems kind of unnatural, but it's a blessing because people do desire children, and if you desire another child, it's like, well, why not? So it was a lot, but that was cute. So Candy gets a text message doing the whole, you know, Dr. Jackie talking or whatever, and it's Kenya. And Kenya's like, you know, I need you, blase. And, you know, Candy's leaving the Syracuse, the hospital, and she tells Todd, you know, you take Baby Ace, I gotta go to, I gotta go to see Kenya. She needs me. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. So she gets there, and Kenya's okay. Kenya's walking around, and I feel like that's that. I need to put on the front, and I hate that. I cannot stand, especially black women, but I can't stand women have to always feel like we have to put on this front. We have to be okay, even when we're not okay. And I think that's what it was. She was just being busy. Hey, girl, you want some lemonade? I got that. And she's like, you know, they're chit-chatting about, like, getting their boobs reduced and their big booties and all this good stuff. And they're just having a chat. And Candy's like, this girl seem okay. What's going on? But they sit down and start talking, and she started opening up to Candy about Mark. Y'all, I hate this. I wish we would have seen the good side last season, because I feel like we've only seen Kenya in bad relationships, and I feel like last season, I don't know what her and Mark was going through. I don't know, but she seemed more in bliss. And I wish we would have seen that, because I don't want to keep seeing her in bad relationships. It sucks. is so sad because she does not deserve this. But let's go on. She basically talked about, she opened up, her and Mark are not doing the do. Because when they was talking about the breast reduction, she said when she went to the doctor, he squeezed in, milk still came on. Now, I don't know how having sex stopped the milk. I'm not a parent, y'all, and I don't know nothing about that parent life or that. I don't even know much about relationship life, but truth be told, okay? But she basically talked about how like their sex life went downhill when she was about 6-7 months of pregnancy, because Mark was just over it. And I've heard that on various platforms about how like men just, it's just a lot for them. And even Candy admitted like it went down, but she said it went right the fuck back up, okay? Why I be having whole gifts in my head? I'm gonna put what I was talking about up here. But she said it went right back up. After the baby and the time period you gotta wait and all that stuff. It went back up, and she said it should pick back up. Then they start talking about the anniversary trip, and Candy was like, well, you guys just had your second anniversary, and you asked me what places I should go. Where'd y'all go? Did y'all do anything? Yeah, did y'all, do the do then? And she's like, no, me and Brooklyn went to Turks and Caicos by ourselves. Y'all, there is no way on your second, not your 25th, your second wedding anniversary, you are going on a trip alone. That is sad, okay? That's why I was thinking me and my baby gonna be all right. Kenya, I'm so happy that you're getting out of that marriage. I've seen people online say, I hope y'all work it out. This is not the person you need to work it out for. He does not want to be there. He does not want this marriage. He doesn't want you. I'm sorry. He's not that into you. That is the funny thing about it. Let me talk about this real quick. I remember when that book came out, they was all on Oprah, they was all on these talk shows. And I remember people like, what, how you don't know somebody into you? And people were making, and then I finally read the book, I still have it, and I looked at the movie. And I was reading the book because because I was probably one of them, they say it's like, you would know if a man not into you. And no, you don't, because men be lying. Men would do the whole rigmarole. And what I mean by that is like a Kenya. They would get married and they would have a baby and they would act like they want this whole life. But meanwhile, they lying. And he does not want Kenya. There's no way men love sex. Like, they love it. There's no way a man who is married, don't see his wife on a regular basis, so that means he's not getting sex on a regular basis. Or is he? You're not getting sex on a regular basis, but you're not having sex with your wife whenever you do see her. That makes no sense to me. And that true testament of he's not that into you. And I don't understand how you cannot. Kenya is beautiful, banging body, like... But that doesn't mean anything, which is a true testament to meeting a man who wants you unapologetically. But whatever. Kenya starts to get really, really emotional because, it's hard. It's hard to talk about this marriage you wanted so much. And, you with this man and you guys get in arguments all the time. And these arguments, he crosses the line. She didn't really want to talk about it, but she did say that he does cross the line. And she said he likes to fight, and the communication is not there. Like, and a lot of times she just agrees to things to not stir up the pot, basically. She doesn't want to fight. Mark doesn't compromise on anything. It's what he say goes. And the funny thing is, Candy was like, she was like, she told Candy, y'all just alike. She was like, no, but I compromise. And that was a fun little moment because they were talking about each other's relationship, and she was like, y'all similar. Say things below the belt and then apologize later. Same difference. And basically, Bravo ish. Kenya was like, I don't like the fight. They show all these clips from all the seasons of Kenya saying, I will punch you in your face. Don't get smacked. Like, it's like, Bravo. This is not the time to be shady. Dang, Bravo shady. All in all, Mark ain't ish. I do not like him. Also, I thought the beginning of a marriage is supposed to be the honeymoon stage. Like, y'all in bliss. Y'all having sex every day. All these good things. And the woo, 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 woo. And I love him. And, oh my God, my husband. And every other word is my husband, my husband, my husband. Or my wife, my wife, my wife. And clearly it isn't. Clearly it isn't. And Candy said even her first year of marriage was hard. But I feel like Candy's first year of marriage was hard because of them families. Like, Mama Joyce made her life a living hell when they first got married. So I don't know if it was hard for them too, if it wasn't for the family being in that way. But yeah. And the last thing before Kenya got really, really emotional and stormed off is she got really, really sad, basically saying she loves him and she knows he loves her. But one thing is she wants to protect her daughter, and she was never protected. And one thing she will never do is not protect her daughter and not be there for her daughter. And she got really, really emotional, and she just, it's hard because this can affect your daughter. This can affect your child. This can affect, the images she sees and the things she knows and what she's taught. And you definitely don't want that to happen. And one thing Candy said in her confession was like, I didn't know it was that deep. I didn't know it was a relationship that toxic where it was affecting Brooklyn. And, that spoke volume. And it shows that she needs to get out. And I'm glad she's getting out because this ain't where she gotta be. This ain't where you want to be. It's supposed to be easy. I feel like it should be easy for at least 5 years. Then you gotta go through that 6 year where it gets a little, and then the 7 year hump. And after that 7 year, you smooth sail for another 7 more years. In the 14th year, you go through that hump. It's like, they say every 7 years you're gonna go through like, and it drops. That's what I read in the book one day, But that was it for the episode. The episode was really good. It was a lot of conversations in this episode. I had a lot of notes. But all in all, it was a good episode. I don't like to watch what happens next week, but I actually left my TV on kind of, and I was doing something, and I saw a snippet of what's going to happen next week, and it seemed like it's going to be a good episode because all the ladies are going to be together, which I love. I love the we're all together things. So, guys, if you made it this far, I thank you so much for watching. I need you to rate the video if you can. Can you please comment? Let's have a conversation. Let me know what you think about Mark. Let me know what you think about this Nene and Cynthia situation. Like, y'all, let me know what you think, y'all. Let me know what you think about the season so far. It's episode 4. We have 4 solid episodes. There's a lot of, building these storylines. So, y'all let me know. Let me know what you think. But I thank you for watching. Please comment. Like I said before, rate. Please do it. And then subscribe. Join the family. All right, guys. Bye.